Hello, let us going to start a new control scroll bar. Let us take a look on the scroll bar. Scroll bar is mostly used to set any process between minimum to maximum value. Let us see the details. It is user interface object appears as a slider control. A scroll bar provides a convenient way to select from a range of values that is minimum to maximum. It has adjustment value change event. That is, you have to write a method adjustment value change, or you have to override the method adjustment value change. And the listener is adjustment listener. It is very simple control. Let us take a look at the properties. It has orientation vertical or horizontal. You can choose scroll bar between these two, vertical or horizontal. This is a constant. You can use a vertical in capital letter or horizontal in capital letter. By default, whenever we change the scroll, then it will return the value. The value of the scroll bar is by default 0. The minimum value is 0 and the maximum is 100. You can also set a unit increment or block increment. Unit increment is by default, which is increment by 1, whereas the block increment is increment by 10. Okay, it is very a simple control. Let us see the example. You have to first import java.awt.star, and as well as for event we have to import event. Okay, now here we have only two controls, one scroll bar and one text box. Whenever we change the scroll value, then that value will appear in a text field. Okay, your program must be HTML from frame or applet as per your choice or as per your requirement. It must be implements adjustment listener. Okay, now we have here control. Before that, we have to must take up or assume up panels. Two panel, then one scroll bar, one text field. Okay, now write a constructor. Build a panel. First panel and second panel. After that, write a scroll bar. The syntax of scroll bar is okay. You have to first set here orientation. Suppose here we want horizontal scroll bar, then scroll bar dot horizontal. It is a constant. After that, set a initial position of thumb, then initial position or initial size of thumb, minimum size and maximum size. Okay, again let us take a look on the constructor. Here you have to first assign a orientation horizontal or vertical, then initial thumb position, then followed by initial size of thumb, minimum range and maximum range. Okay, okay, then place S to P1 panel 1 and place text field to panel 2. Before that, let us set the layout for this. For scroll bar, you have to write a or you have to use a layout. Then only you will get the particular or appropriate output. Suppose here I take grid layout, one row and one column. Same for P2 also. Okay. Now add S to P1, P2. As well as here we have to set layout to frame also. Therefore, set layout here we want border layout. You can choose layout as per your choice, as per your requirement of program. Then add P1 at the portion of the frame, that is, did you remember, dot what, top position means what, north side, very good, right, and bottom position means south side. Okay, after that let us give the event. As this here we have seen, event is adjustment value change. Class is adjustment event. Okay, here we simply want to place the initial or current value of scroll in text field. Therefore, t dot set text in bracket, the value is integer, therefore parse it integer dot to string in bracket the value of scroll control, therefore s dot. You can directly use a method get value, that is the current value of scroll. Okay, and now write a main. Call the constructor. Okay, let us see the preview. One bracket is remain. Oh, here we didn't assign a listener to a text scroll. S dot add adjustment listener in bracket this, that is assign a listener to a control. Here let us check the spelling. Adjustment value change. Okay, all things are fine. Add adjustment listener. Okay, oh, I'm very sorry, it's my mistake. What happened? Adjustment value change. Adjustment is also spelling mistake. Okay, now let us see the preview. If you change the scroll, then this value is appear at the bottom side. Let us flip it. P2 at P2 at north side and P1 place at south side. Oh, it looks fine. Okay. Okay, the maximum value is 99, that is 100, and minimum value is 0. The initial position of thumb is by default, I think, 1. Therefore, you will only get the last value, 99, not 100. Okay, like this you can check a scroll. Let us create this program, or let us change this program. Here add one more scroll bar. This is S, then one more is S1. We want here vertical, therefore right here vertical. The thumb position, thumb size, minimum and maximum value is same. Now we have to take, okay, here we have two panels, then add S and S1. Okay, now here how to place text field. Suppose the panel P2, which one hold scroll bar 2, it has east side. Okay, P1 is at south side, and the text field, let us place text field at center. And now here display the value of text field 1, as well as here write a plus, then concat the comma. After that we want to display value of text field scroll bar 2 also. Okay, do listener to S1, assign listener to second scroll. Okay, let us see the preview. Yeah, right. Now if you change the, for example, x-axis, then only the value of x-axis get changed, and if you change the y-axis, then y-axis get changed. Okay, got it? Like this you can use a scroll bar by using different logic, different logic, different way. Okay, let us see one more example. Test scroll color. Again here we want, suppose here I copy all this. Here we again have two panel, we need only single scroll, therefore remove S and one text field. Okay, here we have one more object of color. Suppose color is color dot red, yellow. Okay, here we have array of color of 1 2 3 4 5 colors. Okay, that is C is a array of color, therefore here write a bracket. Okay, here we want to, if we change the scroll value of scroll, uh, then by default the value of text back color of text will get changed. This is our logic. Let us create the program. Let us implement it. The name of program is text color, scroll color. Okay, again build the panels. Now here also we want horizontal scroll and one text field. Now give assign listener to a scroll. Okay, and here also we want to set a layout. Now add the controls to panel. Add text for text field. Okay, now here also set layout. Suppose here we have grid layout. We have two controls, therefore number of rows are 2, column is 1. You can also give here horizontal and vertical gap. Okay, then add first P1 and P2. Okay, now let us create a event. But here we want to change a back color of text field by using, but here we don't have a maximum size as a 100 because we only have a 5 colors, therefore you can give a 5. Now let us change the, you can also display here the value, it is fine, but here we want main logic, we want to change the back color, therefore t dot in bracket c of I. Before that, let us create a global variable I, which is set at to a 0. Okay, but here we will get some problem. What's the problem? Let us see the preview first and then we will solve it. Okay, let us see the preview first. Oh, we can directly assign the values of color to a color array. Okay, now here but oh, here the I is not a C of I, but here we want a value of scroll. Therefore, here write let us see first. We can directly assign here value. It will accept a integer. Yeah, it's work fine. 0 to 4. Okay. No need to take a variable I because here we have only 5 colors. Let us see here. Okay. If we press this, yeah, it's work fine. Okay. Like this, you can use a different scroll, or you can use a. Here we have a grid layout. Therefore, the it looks like big scroll bar. But if you want to avoid this, you want a small scroll bar, then you can use a border layout here or keep the small size. Okay. Now let us see the one more example. It is a example of scroll mix. Here we have three scroll bar, one label box, one panel, and three integer RGB for the channel red, green, and blue color channels. Okay. Here build a first scroll bar which is horizontal. Here is the specification. The maximum size is 255. That is the range of your color range of your operating system. Then assign the event. Then build a scroll to assign the event. Build the scroll to assign the event. Then you have to label and panel. Now here for panel we set a grid layout, 4 rows and single column, 3 scroll bar, one label box, and add one by one control. Okay. Here we set size to a frame and call a show method. Therefore, here in main you don't need to write these methods again. Now within the event we have three integer red, green and blue. Therefore, the R contain the value of first scroll, green contain the value of second scroll, and blue is the value of third scroll. Now here call the constructor of color and pass here three values. By using this, what happen? All these three colors get mixed and you will get the new color, and that new color is set to a label box. Okay. You can also here check the value of current value of this three scroll bar. Let us see the preview. Okay. Now here suppose we only change the first scroll. The first scroll is for a red color. It is for red. The second one for green, and the third one for blue. Okay. But if you change the, or if you keep this in between minimum to maximum value, then what happen? The upper value is also get mixed with this value, as well as you can also change the channel of red. Like this you can get, you will get the mixed color, mixture of color. Okay. here it is also a simple example. Now you can also use this scroll on applet also, but for this let us see the example, and in this example we use here graphics object circle. Then what is the purpose of this program? Here we have two scroll bar. If we move the scroll, then circle get moved, or the position of circle get moved. Okay, now here to scroll two panels, and we want here a x and y axis for for drawing the circle. Then first scroll is horizontal, next is vertical. Add the adjustment listener to it. Horizontal panel, vertical panel, set layout. After that, add this panel. Here applet container contain the set layout, border layout, and place the vertical and horizontal scroll. And now for graphics or for the circle, we have to here paint method. This method is from a AWT package. Okay, pass here the graphics object G and call the fill oval method. If you set here height and width, if the height and width is same, then what happen? The oval is look like a circle. The first fill oval method call the value of x, that is x axis, y axis, that is a single point, and then there is height and width of oval. Okay, and now here we want, whenever we change the scroll value, then automatically the x and y axis get changed. Okay, it means what? The position of your oval will change whenever you change the, or whenever you handle the scroll. Okay, now let us create, or let us check this program. For this I copy it, create a new file, that is HTML. We need here HTML file. Test. Put this, suppose the take a maximum size 500. Okay, now your task is first compile this program, and then compile this program, run it. I think these two programs, this HTML file and this program is not in a single folder. Then let us save as this program. Okay, now compile it and then run the HTML file. Okay, if you change the x-axis, then only value of x gets changed, and here value of y gets changed. Is the simple example of scroll bar by using graphic object. Okay, like this you can create a different examples by using your own logic. Okay, thank you.